I said, that's right, Kenny, there's you and me. And what does that mean? Who's going to look after your life? Well, I'm going to have to look after it myself. That's the fundamental idea of existentialism, that I'm not off the hook because there is no God. I have a duty, if there is no God, to create for myself the best life that I can have. This was an idea he had never thought of. It's a transformational idea. He took that idea, he lost all the weight, he fixed his teeth, he got out of jail, he came back with me, taught this other class, he was a great poet, and 5 years later he was teaching this class, and everybody loved him, and fortunately he dropped dead of a heart attack. He'd been eating bad food all his life. He dropped dead of a heart attack. When he died, 500 people came to the funeral. He got written up. He had an obituary in the New York Times, and now somebody is making a film about his life. Okay? So in just 5 years, and his life began in my class with a new idea. The idea that there is no God. And why I gave him that idea was, whether there's a God or not, I don't know. But I wanted to confuse him, get some constructive confusion there. Hit him where he had to think about it. Get him to come up with the answer. So what I say is you've got to introduce a transept, a transformational idea, and you've got to pitch that to the level of consciousness of the person that you're speaking to and make it in tune with his style as well, okay? Get the confusion going. Say, well, look, it seems to me, Chief, that these, I hear what you say, but the cynics would say this, and the idealists would say that. How do we respond to these individuals? Get some confusion. I have learned from writing books that out of confusion comes clarity. We can't get real clarity until we first become confused. So then when we get to what you say and what you believe, I say this now. Oh, and this is a great piece of advice for you guys. Try to establish a make it ugly environment in your organization, which is, Chief, let's make it, let's when it comes to delivering the bad news, let's always make it ugly. Let's give you the worst news that there is and say, this is always the worst. So I'm now free to bring you the bad news. I don't want to say the war in Iraq is going great when it's not. I want to say, listen, we've got a real problem here, this, that, and the other. I'm going to make it ugly for you. I want to think about it. The key to presenting an idea is the words that you choose, and especially the tone that you choose. You hear an author will say, I found the right voice for this person. As soon as you find the voice, everything becomes easy. It's a matter of striking the right tone and then using tact. Al Capone said, a gun and a kind word will get you much further than a kind word alone. But Al Capone, I'm going to finish in about 1 minute flat, right.
So if you'd like to finish up, we might have to have a transformational thought of taking the Q&A over to the winery tonight, if that's all right with you.
No problem. I'm right at the end here now.
If you'd do that, that'd be great.
All right. That's actually where I got to. That was my last page. That was it. I want to say the last thing. At the end of the day, what does a leader do? Addresses the challenge at hand. You say, there's the individuals, there's the team, what is the challenge at hand? When we address the challenge at hand, that's where we can alter the world. When we commit to doing that, the world will alter for us. I leave you with the words of Goethe, who said, when we commit ourselves, providence moves too. A whole stream of consequences flows from that event, raising in one's favor all manner of meetings, incidents, and material assistance that no man could have dreamed would come his way. Whatever you can do, he said, whatever you can do or dream, you can begin it, for boldness has power and magic in it. Begin it now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Thank you.